The Bible tells us to test every spirit. In whatever we do, there's a spirit at work. It's either the Spirit of the Lord that is prompting us, or it is the spirit of the enemy that is prompting us to do and to say. When I say prompting, it's influencing what we do and say and act and how we be and live and everything else. And so why else would the Bible tell us to test every spirit? Because we got to see what's influencing, what is the source, what is driving those words, that decision, that advice. So the first thing we do is inquire of the Lord. Well, Jehoshaphat said, okay, I agree, I'm with you. But can you check in with the Lord? That was a mistake. But at least through that, he asked of the Lord and he received. He was able to get what the Lord said. But he did not receive and take and heed or was obedient to the word of the Lord. Him nor Ahab. But the difference between the two was one was walking with God and one was not walking with God. One was covered by God, one was not covered by God. He was covered in his own armor, which had holes in it, which was not sufficient to cover him, which was not adequate. Even though it looked like it was adequate, he had on armor. Jehoshaphat just had on his kingly robe. He wasn't covered in anything visibly that looked like it was a good covering or an adequate covering or adequate protection from the enemy. That was with our physical eyes. That was with the wisdom of man. But Jehoshaphat was covered by God. He was walking in the wisdom of the Lord. And so they both met attack through this battle. But the one that was walking with God was covered in something that was invisible to the eye. But it was greater than even the visible thing that Ahab was covered in. And all he knew is that even in my error, I can call out to the Lord and he will save.